Hello dear student, I am Rajwant Singh and today I will explain the chapter The Bet in English. So let's start. The Bet. Renowned French author Jules Verne wrote around the world in 80 days in 1873. The book follows the adventures of Phileas Fogg who sets off on a journey around the world because he places a bet with his friend that he could do it in 80 days, and he places a bet with his friends for win. Characters in this chapter: narrator Phyllis Fogg, Jeans Passepartout, an attendant, Mr. Fix, a detective, and the Andrew Stewart, John Sullivan, Gautier Rolfe, Samuel Valentine, Thomas Flanagan, friends of Felice Fogg. These names are the friends' name of Mr. Frog. Scene first. A man dressed in a suit is sitting in a chair, looking at an old-fashioned watch on a chain. A man is sitting who is well dressed in a suit is sitting in a chair looking at an old fashioned watch on a chain. Narrator expresses Mr. Phileas Fogg, an English gentleman, lives by himself in London. Mr. Fogg is a gentleman and he lives in London. He is a man with an orderly mind and regular habits. He is a man of orderly mind and regular habits who lives by the clock. He does every work by the clock. He does the same things every day at the same time. This is the routine of Mr. Fogg, that he does everything at the same time and the same routine. Mr. Fogg had just dismissed his previous personal assistant because he brought in water for having saving that was 2 degrees colder than it should have been. And Mr. Fogg, the writer expresses about Mr. Fogg, he says that Mr. Fogg has dismissed his assistant because he brought in water for saving that was 2 degrees colder than it should have been. He is now interviewing an applicant for the job, and he is interviewing an applicant for this post who has dismissed, you can say, the post of assistant for him. Mr. Fogg says, have you come about the job? Mr. Fogg says to the person who is giving interview, he says, have you come about the job? The man replies, yes, sir. My name is Jean Passepartout out. Mr. Fogg, well, I hope you can stick to me. He says, I think, I hope you can stick to me. I get up every morning at 8 o'clock, and Mr. Fogg tells him, that I get up every morning at 8 o'clock. I want my tea and toast at exactly 23 minutes past 8. You shall bring in my saving water at 37 minutes past 9 at 84 degree Fahrenheit. I have my bath and dress at 20 to 10. I leave the house exactly at half past 11 for the Reform Club. He explains all the habits and the time at that time what works is going on by him. He expresses to that person who is giving interview. I have my meals at the club and come back home at midnight. This is my invariable routine. And he says to that person that this is my invariable routine. This is my habit and I do these things every day. I will tolerate no change or delay in anything. What is the time now? And he asked the time. He asked about the time to that person. Pass report out says it is 22 minutes past 11. Mr. Fogg, you are 4 minutes too slow, but it doesn't matter. Mr. Fogg says that it is 2 minutes, you are 4 minutes too slow than me, or you can say than my watch. But it doesn't matter. Then, from this moment, 26 minutes after 11 a.m., Wednesday, 2nd of October 1872, you are in my service. I am going to the Reform Club now and will be back at midnight. He says again that I have to go Reform Club and I will return at midnight. Please look at the instructions in the pantry and follow them. The instructions that are mentioned there, follow them. They told the person who has come for interview, who has come for giving interview for the post of his assistant. Scene second, a card room at the Reform Club. 6 men are seated in the chairs and are in the middle of a conversation. They have to conversation. They have to they have to discuss about the conversation. And narrator expresses Phileas Fogg is playing cards with his friends. Mr. Fogg is playing cards with his friends. Andrew Stewart, John Sullivan, Samuel Fallentin, Thomas Flanagan, and Gautier Rolfe. These are the friends of Mr. Fogg. Mr. Flanagan presenting a newspaper in front of Mr. Fogg, and he said, I just read this report about a bank robbery. He told him that I have just read the news of bank robbery in this newspaper. 55,000 pounds have been stolen. 55,000 pounds have been stolen from the bank by the robbers. And it says that the thief has fled the country in the guise of an English gentleman. Mr. Valentin says How can he expect to get away with that? He expresses his view. Mr. Stewart says, the world is large enough for the man to disappear. He can disappear anywhere in the world because the world is too large. The world is very large. And Mr. Fox says again, it was once. Now you can go around the world in 80 days. He says that in 80 days you have to go all around the world to catch the thief. Mr. Sullivan says that's true. That is what it says in the papers too. This news is spread out in the papers too. And Mr. Stewart says, but that doesn't include bad weather, shipwrecks, railways, accidents, and so on. These things are not included in this. I am willing to be 2000 pounds that it can be done. It can't be done, cannot be done. All included. I would like to see anyone do it in 80 days. 80 days is enough to do this, he says. Mr. Fogg, very well. I will bet 20,000 pounds. And Mr. Fogg says, I will bet 20,000 pounds against anyone who wishes that I make the tower of the world in 80 days or less, not more. Within 80 days, they have to do the thing. Do you accept? And he says, do you accept my bet? I place a bet of 20,000 pounds, Mr. Fox says. The other consult briefly, all five together, we accept. Five friends accepted his rescue, accepted his bet. Mr. Fogg writing out a check and says, good. He signs on a check and says, good. You are agree? Okay, very good. We will start right away. And further he says, we will start right away from here. I will take the train that leaves at 8:45 p.m. As today is Wednesday, 2nd of October. I shall be due here on Saturday, 21 December at 8:45 p.m. If I am not here, then this check of 20,000 pounds will belong to you. Gentleman, Mr. Fox says, if I am not here, then this check of 20,000 pounds will belong to you. It will become to you. Narrator says, saying this, Mr. Fox hurried back home. And after saying this, Mr. Fogg turned and went back to his home because they had to win the bet and they don't want to lose their 20,000 pounds as a bet. Scene second, finish. So my dear student, this is enough for today. We will meet in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.